no
Good.
idea what the fuck. Like today's just like a bad fucking tech day. I just can't. I can't stand it. Can't fucking stand it. Although I did have to. I had to. Well, here's a weird thing. Like I had to update my video driver apparently. So maybe that is what's going on. And I'm like, I always keep my video driver up to date. Why is it different this time? Oh, because it turns out, remember how NVIDIA used to like let you know when there was a new driver? Yeah, they decided that was too fucking convenient. You know, now we got NVIDIA app, which just
Yeah,
makes me
because
want to,
everything needs an app
it
now.
needs an app because fucking app, you know, fuck an app. I just fucking just download, just keep thing updated. Keep thing updated. That's all I fucking want. You know, but no, can't do that. Too convenient. You know, do you like having things all nice and updated and making sure everything's working? Well, we've decided that that is a bad idea. You want complicated? It's not stupid. It's advanced.
It's got
It's
AI.
got AI. Fuck AI. You know, like fuck AI. Like what good is all the shit that AI does if it just makes everything else worse?
I keep asking myself that question every day, and I'll be honest with you. There's a lot more people asking that question than I think we really do realize.
Good, because
Yeah,
this is out of fucking hand.
yeah.
You
Like
know,
a lot of people are being because what I knew the one complaint that AI was never going to solve, which is, God damn it, why do I have to learn a new thing when I already know how to do the thing already? Like,
exactly.
I don't need AI to fucking type in equation. Like, what the fuck? I can do that myself. Like,
Yeah.
I can type an email. I can fucking Google search something.
Yeah. What although well, I the one thing I hate to admit is that sometimes a thousand monkeys working on a thousand typewriters does come up with something, but I don't know. I don't
Every time
know.
I see something that's written by AI or some type of AI image, all I see is just like imagine just a landfill amount of just trash that gets formed into some shape of like a thing that you can kind of recognize. Like generative AI text just is like paragraph upon paragraph of descriptors that don't really describe anything.
I know.
And it's like I just see that shit and I'm just what the fuck? Like, I guess it's my inner old man in me. Like, because I'm just like, don't you motherfuckers have like imagination?
I'm
And I don't
starting to
know.
think the answer is no. I really am starting to think the answer is no.
I think like a lot of people are very, very fucking lonely and have no talent and desperately want talent.
Oh
Hence
yeah.
the reason why, yeah, like people think that that's like them typing in something in some generative AI thing to create an image is like the same as someone drawing like on a tablet.
I uh I have discovered people who use it in order to cope with social anxiety. And I'm like, you need to stop now.
Yeah, no, that's really fucking bad.
That's real bad. You know, that thing ain't gonna tell you what you need. That's not what you need to do. You want to get over social anxiety, you need to be around people, like physically in their presence. You
Yeah,
know, now I'm not saying that that's going to be an easy trick these days.
it's not.
We've kind of interrupted the natural cycle of fucking human interaction.
However, I will say this. And yes, I'm eating cake. My birthday was 4 days ago. I still have cake because I'm no longer the fat ass I used to be.
So
It's
you're eating
sugar-free cake.
cake like a
It's
fat
sugar-free
ass.
cake. It's sugar-free. It's sugar-free. It counts.
Okay, all right, all right.
Anyways, but you gotta find something that brings all the fucking weirdos out.
Yeah,
And
yeah, agreed.
folks, I have a solution for you.
Oh, do tell.
Now, don't think that just because I got these fine spectacles on my face, I'm gonna start turning into like one of those wise dudes or like one of those I'm actually nerds. I'm hoping
Oh,
for like I'm hoping for angry old punk. You know what? Like that's kind of the vibes I'm going for.
yeah, 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 yeah. I get you. I get you. Like
Yeah,
these aren't
yeah.
helping me see the screen at the moment, but maybe they'll help me look like an intellectual.
There we go. There we go. This is going to be my TED talk, folks. I present a solution for social anxiety and for togetherness, and that is to go to a pro wrestling show. Now,
Mm.
let me preface this with two very big caveats. Number one, do not go to a WWE show if you are queer or sometimes if you are anything that like MAGA hates. WWE ain't for you anymore. They've made that plainly clear, and
Well, that's fucked up.
I'll
I
be
mean,
real
not
honest with you.
unexpected, but like,
Thank you.
fucked
Thank
up.
you. Yeah. And number two, if you have to watch mainstream wrestling, which I get, it's the easiest access, I understand. May I suggest AEW? Because AEW shot a wonderful show Wednesday at Arena de Mexico. That's right. They shot a show in the heart of Lucha Libre. There were multiple luchadores involved in matches and in the main events. The opening promo was done completely in Spanish. One of the wrestlers wore a giant shirt that said "Abolish ICE." I'm saying that there are spaces that we are welcome and then that are welcoming to us. We have to find them.
Oh, apparently reports coming in from Canada say that malls are still alive in Canada. Well, I'm going to bet you something really big. I'm going to bet you that malls in Canada have product
Stuff.
that you might want to buy. And that this is probably a huge contributing factor to why they are still functional in Canada. Because in America, malls don't have anything anymore. And
No.
they were already, I don't know how to put it. There's nowhere to just, I'm just going to say it like this. America's lack of customer service is biting it in the ass right now. Is biting like malls in the ass.
I disagree with that. I think it's more of the fact that most people don't want to be harassed by these like corporations and shit like that. Like it was fun to go to the mall when there was things to go to the mall for, but now it's just shopping.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I actually agree.
Like,
because
all you have to do at the mall now is spend money.
Yeah, it's not an experience.
Yeah.
You know,
God, it's so weird. Like again, it's so weird being an age that like you have to explain like, no, it used to be really cool.
Yeah. Like try to explain like how cool old arcades were.
It's like that's really cringy. Yeah, but like it's what we had.
Yeah. But everyone was into it. It's only cringy now because it's old. When it was brand spanking fucking new, the arcade was why you went to the mall.
Right.
You know, and it would always be opposite a pizza joint.
Yes. Or at least like to the food court.
Yeah, exactly. There's just
Preferably Sbarro, maybe a
probably Sparrows. Yeah.
maybe a Panda Express, and most definitely like a weird Middle Eastern place that makes the most bomb ass baklava. Like,
Yep. I knew
sorry, did I hit you into
a
nostalgia a little
mall.
bit?
Yeah, I knew one of my local malls was dead the minute a Jollibee fucking opened up there.
Ah,
And I'm
shit,
like,
no.
in continental North America, Jollibee is terrible. It is so bad. Like, it's under Arby's.
So I saw that. I saw that that was becoming a thing. And I was like, all right, look, it's slop in Southeast Asia. It cannot be much better here in
Oh, it's
America.
worse. It's way
Yeah.
worse. Like in places where it's popular, you're like, okay, it's about Taco Bell levels.
Yeah.
But every place it's unpopular, it's worse than Arby's.
Right.
Because you're just sitting there going like, why would people pay for this food? Like, it's awful.
That's how I feel about Jack in the Box. Like,
Oh,
I
Jack in the
don't
Box has
understand.
always been like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
Like when you're being outdone by Carl's Jr., you're doing something wrong.
like if you're on a fucking road trip and like you're trying to decide where to eat and someone says Jack in the Box, like is that like an instant like what the fuck am I like what are we doing?
Yeah, exact. No, it is.
Like
It is because there's always that nothing will cause bowel distress like fucking Jack in the Box. I don't know what they
I
put in that shit.
I will eat Taco Bell like it's nobody's business. I will fucking scarf down like maybe some fucking Mickey D's.
Yeah. Taco Bell, if you're sensitive to beans, Taco Bell's going to give you a problem. But if you know your digestive system, Taco Bell will function. Like
It's definitely not
if
a
you and your guts get along on any level, Taco Bell's okay.
it's definitely not a closed window road trip
Right.
snack.
Right. Whereas someone's like, "Oh, hey, Jack in the Box is open." I'm like, "No.
Why?
Why?" Like that's terrible. Fuck it. Like we'll go without. Like fuck gas station hot dogs are better.
No shit. I'd rather eat like one of those like fucking rolly like chicken buffalo chicken things. Give me that shit
Exactly.
over anything on that menu. Like
And you're like, well, it can't be that bad, can it? Yes, it is.
yes, no, it's
Yes,
terrible.
it punishes you going down and it punishes you going out.
It
Like
at no point is it enjoyable. Like at least with like Arby's, like half the sandwich is good.
the
Like
first half.
yeah, the first
The
half.
first half is okay, and then you're like, why am I eating this?
And then like you like get to like fourth and fifth bite, and you're like, man, this sucks. Like
I wish
I
I
don't
could
ca-
transfer. I wish I could transfer the experience of the Asian convenience store to everybody
yeah.
because it's unlike the American experience. I mean, it's got all the shit you need, but it's got funny labels on it, right? Different language. But you know how
Weird cartoon characters on
yeah,
them,
weird cartoon characters on them. But you know how like the food that they make there in North America, you're like, I don't know about that.
Mhm.
In Asia, it's a viable option.
Yeah.
Like the tuna fish sandwich is legit. You're like, oh, this is actually edible. I'm
Right,
very
because
surprised. A 7-Eleven will often have a ramen bar. It won't be the greatest ramen bar, but it's better than a pot noodle.
it's like like, as we're both diabetics, we know this like reading and counting calorie shit.
Oh God, I
Like,
hate it. Yeah,
I fucking looked at a bottle of Mountain Dew, just like,
it's
and
terrifying.
for and for context, I used to fucking pound like 3 of these a day. All right. Hey, Jack, don't spoil this for chat if you already know. But hey, chat, how much of your daily value of sugar would you say is in
Oh my
one
God.
single 20-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew? Regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah, just your daily percentage of.
Yeah, because it shocked the fuck out of me. It was wild.
Hmm.
And,
I used to love
and
Mountain Dew, man.
oh, dude, like I drank like 3 sips of it, and I was like, I felt like I took meth. Like,
Ooh, it is ladies' night, and the feel is
six,
right.
68%. Oh, RLM, I wish. 2 pounds. Close.
56.
157% of your fucking daily value of sugar.
Yeah, yeah. That the amount of sugar you're supposed to have for the whole day.
For the whole day and like half the next day.
Yeah, the whole day and going into the next one per 20 ounce.
It's like reading labels is just like it does not help with that like anxiety of like, oh shit, they really are killing us. Like,
No, it does. Like the the amount of sugar that is in soda is fucking obscene. Cause you
it's
find yourself going
wild.
like this, like, how to put it. You look at it and you're like, if I just ate a teaspoon of sugar, I wouldn't be getting this much. Something is
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
Something is drastically wrong. I
yeah.
don't get
No,
it.
yeah, because it's
Why
fucking
is there so much sugar in regular bread?
for real.
Like, I know you need a little bit, and you need a little bit of that shit to activate the yeast, but like, the fuck?
It's so that it keeps longer.
Dude,
Yeah, I know.
bread ain't supposed to last that long. It just isn't.
Yeah, no, I get the low carb ones now. They're not that bad.
So yeah, it's not that bad. I kind of wish we just made bread because that's like,
Check. Come on now. We live in a capitalist society. You'll get the bread the store has.
yeah, oh yeah, and the salt content on things is also obscene. Where you're just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And it's one of those things like Americans are number one in heart disease. And you're like, oh really? You think?
I wonder
I
why.
wonder the fuck why. Yeah, exactly. And like, we're number one in obesity. No kidding. No fucking kidding. And like, because I just gotta tell you, the American diet is shit.
Mhm.
And okay, all right, and let's be honest, and some regions are worse than others, but it's all bad.
Yep.
It's all bad
Mountain Dew
because
and honey roasted peanuts was my dad's regimen for a good 30 years. Hope you and Guru cover bring her back soon folded hands.
oh,
Uh-huh.
bring her back. Yeah. We'll be covering that. We'll be covering that tonight. That's on the schedule for the evening is to do that because we saw
Ooh.
it. You know, I liked it. More, if you want more, you'll.
Recently watched Sinners myself, so
Oh, that movie's amazing.
I like Ryan Coogler's movies. He's starting to become maybe my favorite director.
Well, yeah, he knocked it out of the park with Sinners.
Yeah.
There's it's I don't know how to put it. It's like, oh man, this movie's just too cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like when I fucking say like that movie, like I left that movie going like just going like, I wish a white person would say some shit to me right now.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It was a very similar sensation of like leaving the theater after watching 300 the first time as a guy.
Yeah, you just
You
want to
know,
kick a dude and say this is Sparta.
like,
You know?
like you're just hoping somebody like starts some shit in the parking lot before you get to your car because like you and your boys are about to unleash hell on this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you're just amped up like Gerard Butler is fucking still screaming in your head. Yeah. I kind of felt bad. I kind of feel bad for Gerard Butler in anything but 300 because I'm like, he's not this bad all the time. Like, why?
He can act. He can act.
Yeah, he can act. He can do shit. Like, you know, like why are these movies so bad?
Well, that Phantom of the Opera, I don't know who the fuck thought that was a good idea.
Well, that was before 300.
I know.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was an indicator, okay? Like, this guy's got some good acting in him, but not nearly enough.
I'm still waiting for my version of Phantom of the Opera, like straight up Phantom of the Opera that has the Molly Crew fucking cover.
I think that's called Phantom of the Paradise. You may have seen it.
No. They did a straight up like Ghost covered their cover of. They did a version of the song of the Phantom of the Opera song that's badass.
Yeah, no, I've heard it. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think I'm surprised that's not been a thing already made. Like Ghost doing Phantom of the Opera from like beginning to end.
I know, right?
It feels like a thing that just should exist.
I don't know, like, how to put it, man. Some things are just too cool. Apparently, some things. I'm sorry, it was Iron Maiden. It was Iron Maiden, not.
Iron Maiden. I think you said Ghosts. Yeah, you know, I'd rather have Ghosts do it. I feel like they.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be great.
Because I feel like I feel like Iron Maiden is just like now at this point that'd be like Budweiser making Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I'm right. There were some movies I thought Don Bluth should have done.
Do you know there was supposed to be a fucking Don Bluth Dracula?
Yeah, there was going to be a Don Bluth Dracula at one point.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, why did that one happen? You know, like
so apparently there's like a single like cell out there.
Yeah, concept art that they did. Yeah, I saw those, and I'm like, wait, was that real? It's like, why that should have been a thing.
Yeah,
like no, that should have absolutely been a thing.
Don Bluth doing Dracula, like scary, but like still kind of kid friendly, like Dracula. Yeah, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that'd been
why
tits.
were we robbing this?
That'd been fucking tits, man. Like, I was also of the opinion that an animated Dracula should absolutely be a musical.
Yes, of course.
Should absolutely be a musical.
And, yes, like,
you know,
that, like either Dracula is just a musical or like Dracula is also like, I would love to see a Muppets version of Dracula.
I don't know if I'd like the Muppets version of Dracula as much as I would like the fully animated one. You know, just
Daniel
because
Craig is Dracula. with the Muppets. Have Mel Brooks do a like guest appearance as like Van Helsing.
Revise his character
Danny
from
Lovinett?
Dan Lovinett.
Look, I know that movie's not as good as like a lot of Mel Brooks films. I still love it.
It's not the greatest. It's not the worst either. You know.
Yeah. Dick to damn cross. It is made better by the actor who played Reinfeld. I can't remember his name right now. He also played like Evo and fucking Ghostbusters 2, or whoever the fucking like weird like eccentric art guy was.
Oh right, the guy from Dragon Slayer.
Yeah,
Like that's how I remember him. I remember it's the guy from Dragon Slayer. You know,
that's a man. You like fucking ping ponged off like maybe the two things this guy's most famous for, and Ally McBeal. Fuck that noise, Dragon Slayer.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Peter McNichol.
Thank you.
That was Ariel there with the facts. But yeah, like I also like would love to see an animated version of the Phantom of the Opera, but it's all metal music.
Yeah.
You know, it still should be like straight up Phantom of the Opera, 1910, you know, Paris. But heavy metal music. All music's heavy metal.
Fuck
you know.
yeah.
With the well, maybe the Christie song, maybe not, but like everything else, definitely. Anytime the Phantom fucking does something, it's metal.
No, the Christie songs also have to be metal, but like an Alita Ford way.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Like instead of like being a falsetto, she's like got like the fucking like screaming voice of a banshee. Basically, we want to make Brutal Legend, but like Phantom
of the Opera by way of Brutal Legend. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Voice Doc Ock in Spectacular Spider-Man. It's weird seeing how actors like kind of go through life, you know.
Yeah. I also want the Phantom to go back. Would want the Phantom to go back to be kind of just being an ugly dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think he should just be an ugly dude. I don't think we don't need to like necessarily have him be disfigured in a whatever, you know, but
I would have him look monstrous. I don't know.
Oh yeah. He should look bad. Like he should look bad. It just one of the things I thought was so interesting about him that everyone forgets because it's kind of lost in the everything.
Because like the musical took over, like
because the musical took over, is that the Phantom of the Opera is an architect. Like that's his actual thing. Is like he's a brilliant architect and a brilliant musician.
Yeah.
You know, like, and in the book he escapes.
Yes.
In the book he escapes, you know, like he lives. He runs off to America, I think.
Yes. And then they use that for the shitty sequel to the musical.
Can't always knock it out of the park twice.
Well, you know, like as a fan of Phantom of the Opera, I like parts of that musical, but it's trash. Like, what's my favorite adaptation of Dracula?
I don't know if we should make the Phantom of the Opera less of an obsessive douchebag. I think that's actually kind of an essential thing for him.
Okay, so you remember how like people would get in these weird fucking arguments about the Phantom of the Opera? Like, is Raoul the bad guy? Is Phantom the good guy? And I always
it's Gothic literature. That ain't the way it works.
That's what I'm fucking saying. I was like, no, both of them are fucking terrible. Like, Raoul only wants fuck.
Christy.
I apologize. Yeah, Ro only wants Christy because of what she is, not because of who she is.
Yeah.
He like it's a possession for him. However, the Phantom, it's not a possession, it's an obsession.
An obsession, yeah.
Over her. He doesn't love her. He worships her. And he wants her to worship him.
It's a different form of objectification.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, and so like when people have those fucking arguments about like which one's better, and like there's people that are like Team Phantom, Team Raoul, which, what the fuck? No, both of them are fucking bad. And that's the answer. To it.
If you
Romeo
want
and Juliet, it's fucking stupid. They're 17-year-olds. Of course, their love story's dumb. You're dumb then too. Like, sorry.
Oh God, I saw that they did this musical called And Juliet.
No.
I kind of agree. I was like, what the fuck are you gonna do with this? And then I looked at it and it was like, okay, but it's like Romeo and Juliet without Romeo, but by way of High School Musical. I'm out. I'm so fucking out.
The best version of that play that has ever been created is already in existence, and it's Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah, but this is like supposed to be like the first act is the end of Romeo and Juliet, and then apparently shit happens after, and I find myself going, why do I care?
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. No, what? Like Juliet wakes up and is not dead? Like,
yeah, that's kind of dumb. Like, if that's what the whole story is, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, what's the conflict here? Where are we going with this?
Yeah. And I found myself just, like, kind of not caring.
Yeah. Which is, like when you said that, I instantly went, like, I don't even need to know.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, dude, so looking forward to that Del Toro Frankenstein.
That shit looks so good.
So good.
Oh, it's like that and like fucking Superman. I know it's gonna be a good Superman movie, and I know this because every time I watch like a fucking trailer or a fucking fan edit of trailer footage, I start fucking crying.
Yeah.
Like
Superman.
Like when the kids holding up the flag and they're all chanting Superman.
Yeah.
I'm done because like I fucking hate the Snyderverse Superman.
Oh, me too. I absolutely despise it.
I fucking hated it because the premise of this of Snyderverse, like DC and that type of a Superman character is like, what if Superman went bad? And I'll be real honest with you. If you obsess over that question, please ask yourself this.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what
why doesn't Superman go to evil?
Today, the Secretary
He is a sincere Kansas farm boy. He's just he is idealized America, everything about it, standing up to injustice, being like saving people, not because like you know when fucking Paul Kent dies in Man of Steel. Sorry if you haven't.
In Man of Steel, yeah.
Like, sorry if you haven't watched this piece of shit. I recommend never giving it a look because like time is valuable. Pa Kent telling Superman not to use his powers and dying in the tornado.
So
Jack,
dumb.
what the fuck? Jack, no, we can't be doing stupid shit like this. Like,
no, that ain't. Yeah, because that ain't Superman, right?
Yeah.
Superman's a good guy despite everything that's thrown at him. That's the character.
Yes. Like, no, that's not Paul Kent. What makes Paul Kent amazing, like, and if you're going to kill Paul Kent, you got to do it the way like the comics and all the best movies have done it. Paul Kent has a heart attack. It's sudden. It happens. Superman cannot save him.
It's a thing. It's a thing that Superman can do nothing about.
Right.
You know, Superman cannot stop death. You know,
and it's like, you know, it's a really revital, like, it just feels like finally someone is understanding that the reason why we watch these fucking movies, why we like Superman, is because he chooses so hard to do the right thing, not because like he feels an obligation, but because he feels it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, there was one, have I read Absolute Superman? We talked a little earlier about Absolute. Something about it just doesn't rub me the right way. But there was a run of Superman not that long ago where, like, it was basically like Superman coming to terms with how America has treated people, and like joining in on the protests at, like, you know, during like Black Lives Matter protests, which, boy, is becoming more and more relevant as the days go on.
Yeah.
Like Superman basically staying there and taking all the abuse by these riot cops, and then the minute they lay their hands on like a kid, he just fucking unleashes. Yeah, that's Superman. Like, you know.
Yeah, you gotta believe that. Look, I've said this before, I said it again, I'll say it 1,000 times. You look at Superman, whenever you depict Superman, you gotta believe that that guy is going to stop his day in order to get a cat out of a tree.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And I'll be honest with you, Henry Cavill could have done that.
Oh, yeah, he totally could have. He
was not given the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Those movies are just bad. You know, sometimes good acting don't save a bad movie. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I'd like Superman 3 and even Quest for Peace over the Sun Universe. Absolutely.
Because
I mean, there's still Superman movies.
Yeah, like it's still Superman. Like the Snyder Superman makes no fucking, like, it is absolutely devoid. Like, it's literally like they grayscaled the color grading. It's like it's mute.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, Superman defines the 4-color comic. You know?
Yes.
He's supposed to be kind of dorky. It's supposed to be kind of dorky, and like it's supposed to be a little cringe. You shut up.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, Superman wears his underwear on the outside of his tights. Yeah, because he wants to prevent chafing.
Yeah.
And Ma Kent tells him you have to wear something between there, that way you don't rub your thighs raw.
Yeah. But like I knew Gunn had nailed it when they had that one trailer that came out where it's like Lois Lane is interviewing Clark as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, do you have the authority? Do you have the thing? And Superman's getting flustered, and he just blurts out, "People were dying."
Superman.
Yeah,
and you're just like, "That's right, Superman.
People were gonna die.
People were gonna die." You know, like that's his thing. He tries to protect the innocent. That's the whole fantasy of Superman. And if you can't appreciate that part of the fantasy of Superman, I don't want you anywhere near anything that's going to give you an authorial voice over Superman.
Exactly. Like, it's, you know, we talked about this when the Batman came out, and I'm not sure if these worlds are gonna like share a universe. I hope that they do, but every time I watch that film, and I've probably watched it like 4 or 5 times now, every time I watch it, I think my favorite thing is still, by the end, Batman understands that he is not just like this figure of
he's not just a
vengeance.
vigilante.
Yeah, he's not just a figure of vengeance, but he's a protector of Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham needs a hero. It doesn't need a protector. It needs a hero.
and he's a hero.
Yeah.
And it's like he's starting to bring people out of the like disaster area. He organizes like the relief work and stuff like that. Like that's what Batman is.
Yeah. That's an aspect of Batman that we don't get to see enough of anymore.
Right.
You know,
because everyone's obsessed with the grim dark version of that character, and I'm just like,
and I love that grim dark version of the character, but like,
I
come
do
on,
too.
I've seen it. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I've seen it. It's all we do now. So I've seen it again and again and again. It's time for a little bit more of that Batman Brave and the Bold.
You know, like, Jack, we're both fans of the Cthulhu mythos.
Oh yeah.
The heroes inside of the Cthulhu mythos are bastions of light. It's the same in like the Dark Tower series, you know.
I would actually disagree with that.
Okay.
I would actually disagree with that. Not the Dark Tower, but
Right.
the Cthulhu mythos. Like, to me, the Cthulhu mythos is all darkness.
Right. But like the heroes are fighting for light to win, and they're putting their all into it.
Yeah.
That's what Batman should be. Batman is fighting for the soul of Gotham, and like it's not an easy fight. Like, because remember, Gotham's fucking cursed. Like in comic canon, it's literally like on top of like an old necromancer's fucking grave, and who like created a bat cult. Like, does it make sense? Absolutely fucking not. Is it entertaining? Absolutely.
I knew we were going in a good direction with that. I knew we were going in a good direction with that movie when I saw Crypto.
Dude.
I was like, that's right. That's right.
Well, like, I love that it pissed off the right people. Because like everyone's like, oh, why would we bring up Crypto? And I'm like, no.
Because Crypto's good boy. That's why.
No. Crypto needs to be in this movie. Oh, why does Crypto look like that? He looks like a fucking mutt. Yes. Because he's an American fucking
he's
dog.
America.
Like,
ain't no pure breed
is
shit.
A mutt. Like,
the noblest of breeds, you know, like, well, come on,
the
man.
noblest of breeds, you know, found, like, you know, like with cats. Like, we have a new addition to this house today that happened this week.
Oh,
we have a new kitten. We call her TBK, as Tiny Baby Kitten.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you think that under James Gunn we are not going to get Dexter the Rage Cat, you are greatly mistaken. That character is absolutely going to happen.
The first Green Lantern we see is Guy Gardner.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm like, that's
leading
actually
with Guy Gardner.
Yeah. That's what we're coming out of the gate with. Fuck Al Jordan. You know, we don't need that shit. Because the thing is I find myself going like, actually, I kind of agree, because if the Justice League has Hal, let's be honest, if the Justice League already has Hal Jordan, why are we fucking around with Superman?
And also, like, I think it'd be cool if we did Parallax early, but I think that's a little bit much.
That, you know, we already did that and it flopped. You know, they're not going to do that again.
It flopped because they didn't know how to tell the fucking story.
Oh, no, absolutely. But, like, there's some things that you just have to let go. You know? Like, for some reason, they're just cursed ideas. Like, Dark Phoenix. Never do that again.
Look,
never try to recreate that.
Like, the Phoenix storyline is good enough.
Yeah, the comic is good enough. That's as good as it's going to get, people.
Yeah,
you know,
just do the comic. Hell, the fucking animated series version of Phoenix is really well done, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not as. I thought the comic did it better, but it didn't insult me as an audience member who had read it.
Right.
You know,
But let me tell you, like X-Men 97, like going into weird X-Men comic like lore.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
I thought we were gonna see Arcade for a minute.
I
Like,
know, right? I still say that there should be an Arcade. He should be played by Seth Green.
yes. Or an Arcade played by played by Aaron Hansen from fucking Game Grumps. like just let someone be as nerdy as possible in this fucking role.
Well, it was like,
Hire me. Sorry.
yeah. Well, like everyone was struggling to try to like turn the tech bro into a bad guy, and they always chose like, okay, well, we'll do it with Lex Luthor or something like that. And I'm like, no, you can't do that with Lex Luthor. Although in the Marvel universe, you could totally do that with Arcade and it would work.
Okay, but that's like they're not on the same level.
No,
like,
they're not. But they're like
a better
Luthor's a
parallel would be
global
like,
threat.
yeah, Luther is like Kingpin, or even Doctor Doom. I would say,
Yeah, he's
like, Dr. Doom
he's
and
like
Lex
somewhere
Luthor.
between Doctor Doom and Kingpin. Yeah.
Yeah, because like he wants to play that political game as well, but only because he wants to like be able to build a much bigger army. Like, but yeah, I,
Although I
I
want to see Dude Boy. I'm hoping that we'll get Dude Boy in that purple and green robot suit.
oh, it has to happen. Like,
Yeah, it's gotta happen.
Like you already see in that trailer, like there's like LexCorp guys fighting in the LexCorp power suit.
Yeah. He's got to have his own, right? You know.
Lex Luthor wouldn't have his own like mega like mech suit that he made to fight Superman.
Yeah.
If he gives his underlings mech suits, come on.
Yeah. And a lot of things like I think this is where a lot of people don't realize why Lex Luthor is the perfect Superman villain. He's the ultimate egotist versus the ultimate altruist.
Yes.
You know, like that's the dance.
Yeah. Lex Luthor is not a tech bro. He's actually smart and not just rich. No. Lex Luthor is smart and very rich, but he is very much a tech bro because he has a weird obsession with destroying Superman. And it's literally like he only makes money so that he can kill Superman.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
He's that obsessed and that much of an egotist. How dare that man call himself Superman? He's not the superior.
He's
human.
not even a man. I am. Yeah.
like I'm the superior human. Like that's the Lex Luthor driving point.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's why Jesse Eisner didn't work.
Because he's too fucking mousy. You know?
Yeah.
Like he definitely like if they were going for like an idiot tech bro Lex Luthor, which all right, whatever. He would have been great. I mean, he already played Mark Zuckerberg. Why couldn't he play tech bro Lex Luthor? It's basically the same role. But he's not threatening. And Lex Luthor has to be conniving and threatening. Like, he'd have been a great Riddler, though. I think Jesse Eisenberg as Riddler would have, like...
Yeah, I think Jesse Eisner would have been an okay Riddler.
Yeah. You know, like, he's annoying enough. I say that with love. I like his work. But he's definitely got that Edward Nigma energy of just like, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
Listen, Ed. I have the Joker. That fucking dude. I don't have time for your fucking little like knick-knack paddywhack fucking riddles, okay? I got a real job. I can't be playing this stupid bullshit. But I'll kill people, Batman. All right, you're getting Nightwing, and that's it. like it's like Bat Family. Oh fuck! Oh no! Pretend you don't see it. I need someone to take down Nigma. Fuck! Jason Todd answers first, but nobody lets him take first dibs. Like,
Wrap it up.
Oh,
Jesse Eisenberg might have been a better arcade. I don't know.
well, he would have been a better arcade than Lex Luthor, but you know.
Right, but like, who the fuck is the guy that's playing Lex Luthor? See, that's the fucking.
It's the guy who played Beast in first. He played Renfield in Renfield.
Yeah.
I just can't remember his name off the top of my head.
And dude, we have like, okay, I'm gonna nerd out a little bit here. We have a Mr. Terrific fucking appearance. in
I
this
know,
movie.
right?
What? No, Jack, that can't be. Like, not only are we getting Guy Gardner, we're getting Mr. Terrific. I love James Gunn because, like, he's definitely. He did it with Guardians of the Galaxy, where he is like, I'm going to put the weirdest fucking characters in front of you, and I'm going to make you care about them.
Yes.
And then, like, I'm going to make, like, 8 movies about them. Like,
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult. That's the actor.
thank you. I to be a better Mad Hatter. Nah. There's a certain British actor that I've always had in mind for that. He played Wormtail in fucking Harry Potter. He's done a lot of other movies.
Wormtongue?
Yeah.
No, that was fucking.
No, not Wormtongue. Wormtail. From Harry Potter.
Oh, from Harry Potter. Sorry,
Yeah.
I went to Lord of the Rings.
No, you're good. I did say Wormtongue. I can understand. Timothy Spall.
Timothy Spall. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, he would be a good Mad Hatter. Oh man, but fuck, dude.
You all right?
Fuck, dude. No, I'm just like, so I got all charged up on Superman, you know, because as much of a fucking weird ass, like fucking grim dark fucking deviant as I am, I'm like, Superman got to be Superman, otherwise he's no good.
Yes.
You know, like I understand the place of heroics. You know,
you understand, even as a fucking punk goth Satanist.
yeah, bitter, sarcastic, fucking
cynic,
asshole.
That if it's the Kermit effect, you know what? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
All right. For those of you that don't understand what I mean,
we were talking about this last night with Yogi too, the Kermit effect.
Okay. I actually like. We both, me and them, were talking about this like the other day. No matter what, and no matter who you are, if Kermit the Frog comes up to you and starts talking to you, you're going to talk to Kermit the Frog. You're not going to talk to the puppeteer. That'd be rude.
Yeah.
No, you're going to talk to fucking Kermit.
Yeah.
Superman has to be fucking Superman because, like, you need Superman to be the, well, you know. He doesn't need to be like part of the system. He just has to be good upon good's sake. And in a world filled with like so much fucking terribleness, we need something to latch on to and go like, no, that is the American spirit. Like,
yeah,
at least in my opinion, we desperately need like a sense of hope. You know?
Yes, it's. We need the end of Ghostbusters 2. You know, we need that moment.
We need the positive goo.
Yeah.
Know? We need to start playing Your Love, you know? We have to get the fucking Statue of Liberty to go downtown.
Yeah.
Is actually what we hope we actually are. Yeah, you know, like And also, like, I love the fact that in this movie, like, the Kent farm is actually like kind of small and a little run down.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Superman not only is he like a positive force, he's also working class. Like, yeah, they're way better in this movie. Way better. And they're not like, they look like they come from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin Costner and Diane Lane never should have been cast as Ma and Pa Kent.
No, I thought that was a bad idea from the start. I was like, Kevin Costner.
He's too, like, he's not. Nobody's gonna believe this guy runs a fucking farm in Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I like the fact that this Paul Kent's like kind of just, fat middle-aged guy.
He's dumpy. He's dumpy, but he's
Yeah.
got a good heart. Like,
Yes.
like it's like I can't remember exactly what he says, but it's basically like you have the ability to do great good.
You can do great. You're put on you're put on this world for a reason, and I don't think it's to kick footballs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, it's like how could you forget that scene? He's going through the clouds. He doesn't know what to do. And there's Space Dad. It is forbidden, son. You're put on this world for a reason.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I'm glad that we're just doing that, like, as in, like, no, this is a decision Clark made. Like, he wasn't like he wasn't conflicted. No, he just went, yeah, I have a gift and I have to share it with the world.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like Clark Kent and Steve Rogers are two men who don't go on to the hero's journey because they're just good men. Yeah. They're just good men.
but like,
You know.
that's the thing. They are good men through and through that are met with like constant adversarial elements.
Yeah.
And they themselves do not allow themselves to fully give in to their anger or into their pain.
Yeah.
Until like they hit a breaking point. Like what makes Superman scary isn't like that he has the power, is that he has so much restraint that the moment he like lets go, it is bedlam.
Yeah. Bad things happen, you know?
Yeah.
But to me, the point of Superman is to always try to get him to that point and watch him resist.
Yeah. Like, you have to confront Superman with like the confrontation with Superman is, it should always be, you're only one man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can only do so much. You can't be everywhere at once. And Superman going, bitch, watch me. He would never say, bitch, watch me.
I always wanted to do it. There was this one story I always wanted to do. And it's me being a bastard and going like, oh, I'll show you how to write a Superman story.
Because you've seen so many bad ones.
Yeah, because I see so many bad ones, you know, and I didn't know what to call it other than Superman has lunch. Because it's just Clark Kent and Perry White getting lunch together.
Right.
You know, and occasionally Clark's got to dab out and do a quick Superman. You know? But it's just Clark and Perry talking about, like, what's on their mind. Like, what's really going on in their mind at this moment. You know?
As two journalists would.
As two journalists would, and each one giving the other like advice that they need, and then the lunch hour is over.
Right.
And they go back to work. Because I was like, the essence of Superman is, don't get me wrong, Superman got to fly around and like, do super heroics, but like, that's not really the essence of the character.
Right.
The essence of the character is his goodness.
Right.
And that is something that that very few people have been able to capture.
Yes.
All the best Superman stories have that.
Yes.
But those could be few and far between sometimes. Anyway, that's all I was going with that.
I was about to say, like, everything. Like, I felt like there was like a more of a discussion about
no.
I like
just,
the idea of it, like as like a My Dinner with Andre style thing, where it's two guys having a conversation, just one of them happens to be Superman.
One of them happens to be Superman. Like that. Yeah, that's exactly the idea. And they're not talking about like. And I want them to be talking about things in the DC universe like people who actually live in it would talk about it.
Right.
Like obviously they're not going to like talk about Superman.
Right.
But they might talk about like Batman. Be like, what do you think about
what's going on in Gotham?
Yeah.
Like,
what do you think about this whole Gotham thing? Like, what, how do you think Batman's doing? Like that kind of stuff.
Can you believe this shit? LexCorp's trying to take over Queen Industries yet again. How many times is Lex going to try this with Oliver? It's not ever going to work. Oliver's never going to sell. He's obsessed.
Yeah, exactly. He's just, it's not going to happen. Or maybe occasionally, Superman just like let one slip, and he's like, who could he talk to about this? Like maybe like Perry White. Like we'll assume Perry White knows he's Superman.
Well, Perry White's the editor, right? Like I'm imagining the same character.
Yeah.
No, Perry White bitching to Clark Kent about like feeling like the whole weight of the Daily Planet is on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like just like everybody is constantly looking to me for editorial for editor like notes and for comments and like should we report on this? Can we report on that? And I have to be the bad guy sometimes. I just don't know. I can't be everywhere at once. And Clark going like, yeah, I can understand that.
yeah. And I would like I want Superman to like have like this moment where it's sort of like, well, I gotta tell you, Perry, I gotta be honest, I don't feel like I fit in with the Justice League. It's like, what are you talking about?
What?
Like Superman. Yeah, I'm like, hey, not to put a fine point on it, but Superman kind of defines the Justice League. I know, no, I understand. But like, no matter where I biologically came from, I grew up as a poor farm boy in Kansas. I'm a poor farm boy in Kansas, and I'm surrounded by billionaires. Like, I'm surrounded by these rich guys.
I grew up in Smallville, Kansas.
Yeah.
And now I regularly speak with a Martian. And I know the distinction between a green Martian and a white Martian. And I know which one's good and which one's bad.
Well, I specifically wanted to do the I'm surrounded by these guys who have like this multi-million dollar tech. And yeah, sure, I'm not going to tell you who they are, but like, trust me.
Well, that's classified,
That's
Barry.
classified, Barry. You know, I'm not gonna give that shit away. But I mean, you're a smart guy. Like these are guys with money. You know, I still worry about rent. You know, I still worry about my mortgage payment. You know, like I don't want to live that high. I don't want to live that high. It just doesn't feel right to me. But like all these people, like. Actually, you could probably use Mr. Terrific as an example because he's like kind of public. You know, it's like, well, Mr. Terrific's a billionaire, you know, and he's not the only one. You know, like we didn't just build this fucking space station that orbits the Earth like out of, you know, from nowhere. Yeah. You know, somebody paid for that, you know.
And they're all looking at me.
Yeah, they're all looking at
answers.
Me. They're all looking at me for answers, and I got to tell you, I don't know what to tell them sometimes. And then you get Perry White going like, "That's leadership, kid."
Like Perry going like, "See, that's your problem. You gotta understand. Like, you're the boss. You get to make the decisions. They're looking at you for leadership. You just gotta tell them like what they already know, and that's just tell them what they're good at.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta tell them what time it is. You know?
Yeah. Like, just tell them like do your best, and they're gonna do their best. Like,
yeah. I was like, I got Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is literally a goddess.
Yeah, like,
you know, and I mean, I know a lot of people look up to me as if I'm a god, but I'm really just an alien. You know, like, and I'm not the only one. You know,
Clark, you're a bumbling idiot who doesn't know how to spell.
No, that's Lois Lane who doesn't know how to spell.
Fine. So am I.
Aye.
And I'm the editor of the Daily Planet. We occasionally slip up.
Yeah.
And like now Perry's like giving himself the pep talk that he needed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, you know, like what? You think I know what I'm doing all the time? Hell no.
Like, half the time I'm trying to convince the reporters not to write something that's gonna make the sponsors mad. So I have to tell them to like tone it down a little bit. Like, you think I want to be that guy? You don't think I want to
yeah. I don't want to be that guy, you know, but I gotta be that guy. Why? I fucking think I'll fall apart.
Fucking Jimmy Olsen's got a Pulitzer Prize tell all about Ace Chemicals. I can't print it because they have a page 3 ad. Sometimes in a life, Clark, you got to make decisions that aren't popular.
Yeah.
and have it both leave like learning something from it.
Yeah. Clark is just a guy. He's just a guy, and like that's how he should see himself. That's how Superman should see himself. He may have superpowers, but he is just a guy because, like, remember, like, he's still technically mortal. He's just an alien.
He's not of this earth, but he is not of Krypton. He is of Kansas.
Yeah. Like one of the, I think it was one of them was Kingdom Come, where you realize, oh, Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, actually is like his equal in power. You know, actually is his equal. Like, Martian Manhunter actually is Superman's equal.
Yeah, they can compete.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they could compete head on head and you wouldn't be sure which one would win. I mean, granted, it'd probably be Superman, but that's just because, like, you know that's how the stories go.
Right.
You know, Wonder Woman is technically his superior. She is technically superior to Superman.
Well, she's got more tactical knowledge.
She's got more tactical knowledge. She's also literally divine.
Right.
You know?
Which, that's not fair. Like, shit, she's like got Zeus for a dad.
Yeah.
Like, you can't compete with like Heracles and shit like that. Like,
Yeah. That's one of those, like, you know, no, Wonder Woman's actually technically, like, more powerful than he is.
So long as there's not a
Where's
sword
Batman
nearby.
fit in this? Well, Batman, okay, here's where Batman fits in.
He's the bank.
He's not just the bank. Batman is the guy is Batman in many ways is the heart of the Justice League. He
is the 10th Doctor, if not like Doctor Who. You know, like they say, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend this. Like, okay, what does the 10th Doctor say?
He's the guy that Superman relies on to keep him grounded.
Yeah.
You know, because they've shared all of these experiences together, but sometimes Superman does forget some basic shit about people.
Right.
You know, like a normal person does.
Right.
You know, probably the greatest Batman Superman moment was the argument over Superboy.
Probably.
You know, like, Clark, a boy needs a father. And you're like, oh shit. That's such a good moment.
When you realize, like, Batman brought in those kids because he recognized that they were not going down a good path, and he wanted to, like, give them something to focus that energy on, so he made them fucking Robin. Like, let's look at Dick Grayson for a minute. Dick Grayson was either going to become Robin or he was going to become the fucking Joker. Like, he had the capability of being, like, a serial killer. Jason Todd, the less I say.
Yeah, let's we don't need to talk about
Wayne,
that.
Fucking Tim Drake would have been like fucking, like, he'd have been like a crazy criminal mastermind. Stephanie Brown, like, was fucking just as bad. Like, dude, like, he saved these kids, but at the same time, he was like, you have much evil in your heart. You need to, you need to spend time with me.
Oh man, my other favorite, like, I think it was it Young Justice or it was one of the Justice League cartoons. I can't remember which one it was. But it's the one where they discover that Captain Marvel is Billy Batson, and Billy Batson's a kid, and they're trying to figure out whether or not he's on the team. And the one that advocates for him staying on the team is Batman.
Yes.
You know, and I thought that was fucking really cool, you know?
Yes.
It's like...
but I fucked up. Yeah, you have to stay.
Yeah, he's just a kid, Bruce. Well, he's just a kid, Bruce. He shouldn't be here. Well, that's what our council decision is going to determine. But as of now, he sits on that council.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, yes, right, Batman. You know,
he has earned his seat.
He's earned his
trust
seat
him more than anyone else here. Like,
yup. And I'm like, man, no, that's Batman in the JLA. That's who Batman is in the JLA. You know,
like, he's I hate to say it this way, but he's like the CEO type. He's the guy, like, he's not leadership. He's just the guy that makes the hard decision and brings up the good point to make everyone reconsider theirs.
Yeah. He's in many ways the devil's advocate.
Weirdly,
yeah.
Like, but he's also the person that, like, reins people in. Like, when someone's about to go just a little too far into the darkness, and he's like, look.
Yeah, he's the guy that pulls them back. Is like, whoa, get back here. Hold on.
Clark, I understand, but if you kill him, we can't stop you. Like, please think about this. Like, I understand it's dark side. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know if we could stop you if you start thinking this is an option. Like,
Well, like that
Like-
was like I liked the idea that they established in I think it was Hush. Which I actually hate Hush as a villain. I think he's
it's good for one comic series, but after that, it's like
after that
is
is he way overstayed his welcome.
Yeah.
But I liked the idea that it was Superman himself that gives Batman a kryptonite ring.
yeah,
It's like, you might have to take me down because who knows what would fucking happen. And what happens is Poison Ivy takes control of Superman.
yeah.
And so Batman's
And-
like, well, time to fucking put this on.
Sorry, Clark, but this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt
Hurt
me. And it's like I also hate the idea that Batman can just whip anybody's ass at any given time. It's like no. Batman needs to take his fucking licks too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like Batman has to lose fights too in order for the villains to look competent. Oh, but he's got a contingency plan for everything. Yeah, and the great conflict in Batman is when those contingency plans don't work. like he's got a plan for everything, and like 90% of the time they go ass over tea kettle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because like that's why people still have a soft spot for Bane,
yeah,
you know, because he breaks the bat, you know. And for like
Bane-
a solid minute there, like Batman had been defeated.
yeah. Like more defeated than like Batman had ever been defeated before. Like Batman was out of commission for like years.
Yeah, he was out of commission for a couple of years.
Yeah. Like we were auditioning who would be the new Batman. Like before that was a thing that we did again. Like I still think Dick Grayson should have been given the job and Bruce.
I know. I agree. I kind of agree.
I've so many fucking arguments I've had about that fucking series. I don't like the fact that Bruce came back. I feel like we should have moved on. It should have been
Yeah, right? Like, we got a new Flash, we got a new Green Lantern. Like, why not a new Batman?
Yeah, why not go with a new Batman? I think that'd have been great.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe it's comics. At some point, we'll go back to Bruce, but let Dick Grayson take the reins for like a little bit. Like, let's at least pretend like there's some fucking continuity in these fucking things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, hang on a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do something real fast.
when he comes back, I'm gonna also leave, but I'll be right back. Would have ended up working as one of the Amanda Waller's agents. Yeah, he'd have been Red Hood. I think it's sort of a retcon again where she's made out of clay, brought to life by the gods. That's lame. I'm also not. Well, just decided where they fit. They're middle management. They're like the AAA team for Justice League. What's your MTG colors? Usually I do Izzet, so it's like blue and red. And like Demir. Dude, like I'm pansexual. Don't ask me to make decisions. I can't. I like all the colors. They're very pretty. Yeah, Nightfall's pretty good. I still think my favorite Batman series that I've ever read is probably No Man's Land. That one was pretty fucking cool. Other than the man who has everything, where Superman gives up his powers after killing someone. Yeah, because like that would be what Clark Kent would do. He'd be like, "No, I can't do this anymore. I cannot be given this option because if I do it once, I won't be able to stop myself again." My favorite Batman story growing up as well. It's pretty good. Good question. But the ventriloquist, I mean, he probably just tried to get like Arnold, like, but he probably just tried to get the man help. That's the thing. But Soup's not gonna beat the shit out of a poor guy who's got schizophrenia. Like, he's just gonna try to stop him and get him some help. Bruce understands that, like, you can't let this go. Because, again, like I said, fucking Batman is basically a Cthulhu Mythos style comic at this point. Pastor Reese learned about the Iron Sheiks. Yeah, the Persian clubs. Dude was like stupid strong, like had stupid good grit strength. Like he actually wrestled for Iran in like the Olympics. Like that's a shoot. Like he was actually a really good like Greco-Roman wrestler and stupid strong. Like even to like when he was getting older. He could hold a crack pipe so tight. Sorry. I don't mean to speak ill of the dead. Was decked out for pride, school, balls. Yeah, that is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We've got like a few places that got pride colors up and stuff like that. It's weird here, like in my hometown where I'm at right now. Like our pride is like in August. Not exactly sure why.
Welcome to the slam.
Well, you got that. It was Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, that's what that was. Got a movie recommendation for me? Okay, what is it? Sheik fell off the rails in later life. He was legit badass in the day. Yeah, no, Sheik was fucking crazy.
Talk about Iron Sheik.
Yeah, like Iron Sheik was like he legit was like probably one of the strongest people in the world, but he also liked his drugs. It was an A to Z Bubba. So, I mean, I literally saw like video evidence of Iron Sheik buying some crack. So, like,
I believe it.
yeah.
He went like he did go crazier as he got older.
I mean, yeah, he was a pro wrestler who like had a very serious drug problem. Like, so now that you're back, I'll be right back because I want to show you what Jesse got me for my birthday.
Ooh, okay.
It's pretty fucking cool. I'll be right back.
And got the call and I'm ready to leave. I'm leaving. I don't care about the Muppets. I'm going home. You know, my secretary, thank God, Mary, she called and said, "Don't come. You'll just be in the way. We're taking care of everything. Please, just finish your job because you don't got that much money to pay them back anyway. So just because because it would be on me if I left." And so I okay. So I stayed. And I just through it, and nobody could understand. Wow, you are just no. I can do it. I can do it. Just going. And then that stupid little frog, that little good guy, Kermit comes up. The guy that's got Kermit goes,
ready for me?
"Danny, I'm really sorry." He tells his mom like that. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna get crying.
Back this up.
Oh, what you got? Oh, what is this?
So there is a local artist.
Hmm.
There's a local artist that does prints from his like comic store, like our local comic store. And I've been eyeballing this print for a while.
Oh yeah.
So fucking badass. He's in like an Afrofuturist style artist.
Oh.
Hopefully
Black
see
Panther
it
as a
there.
Black Panther.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool.
Headphones on. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is.
It's a yeah, it was done by a local artist. He sold his shit like at the comic store. There's another one that is like it's like it is Malcolm X wearing Magneto's helmet, and I was like, oh, like I like this one a little bit more because Jesse asked me which one I wanted. The one with like Malcolm X wearing the Magneto helmet, oh, it's so fucking good. All right, I'm gonna go put this up and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like,
But he said, I'm really sorry about your mommy. I had to go to the bathroom. Boom! And just like couldn't believe it.
Just like
Whoa.
waterworks.
It was like, yeah, it was like, wow. And then I was there and I started laughing because I knew, you said it, Mom. You said the damn
Kermit, it's always the green ones, Danny.
You did it.
It's always great to see you. You always have great stories.
The man.
All right, Bully isn't select the.
And so when she passed away, I was in London and got the call and I'm ready to leave. I'm leaving. I don't care about the Muppets. I'm going home. You know? My secretary, thank God, Mary, she called and said, don't come. You'll just be in the way. We're taking care of everything. Please, just finish your job because you don't got that much money to pay them back anyway. So just because because it would be on me if I.
Yeah.
And so I stayed. And I just, threw it, and nobody could understand. Wow, you are just, no, I can do it. I can do it. Just going. And then that stupid little frog, that little good guy, Kermit comes up. The guy that's got Kermit, he goes, Danny, I'm really sorry. He tells his mom like that. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna get crying. But he said, I'm really sorry about your mom. I had to go to the bathroom. Boom! And just like couldn't believe it.
Just like waterworks.
It was like, yeah, it was like, wow. And then I was there and I started laughing because I knew, you said it, Mom.
so yeah, that was right after my birthday.
Yeah, that was a great birthday present.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like a $40 print, and I was like, holy shit, that's like that's fucking cool.
So
Yeah, my local
$3?
no $40.
Oh, $40. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. That's a bit more reasonable. I'm like,
$3, I'd be like,
that'd be a
no, man.
steal, like
I'd be like, nah, man, I need you to like raise your prices so I can feel good about this purchase.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
For most on-screen deaths,
That's-
maybe.
I don't know. Be him and Sean Pertwee, I think, or Sean Bean.
Well, that's because Sean Bean was in Sharp, and in Sharp he never died, even though he should have died multiple times. So like the rest of his acting career is just him dying to make up for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy late birthday! Thank you. Yeah,
Happy birthday, John.
Thank you. In my Discord, and I think I did it on my Blue Sky as well. I asked for people to, don't buy me anything because like I don't need stuff. But if you want to make a donation to the Immigrant Bail Fund, that's where I said, everyone, please help those people out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Because like I said, I don't need shit, and those people need all the help they can get. And if you want to do something nice for my birthday, that's more than I would ever really need. But yeah, it was my birthday. We had a pretty good time. We played some Starfinder. I'm falling in love with that game. Very quickly.
Did the second edition player's guide for that come out yet?
It's still in playtest, so it's a little janky. It's mostly Pathfinder though. Like it's basically Pathfinder 2E but in space, which like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like.
Yeah, I mean, that's they fucked up Spelljammer so bad.
Dude, the fact that Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford both left Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, and almost immediately went to another company, and it's like working with Critical Role and Darrington Press
Yeah.
with Daggerheart, which actually looks like a really fun game. I don't know if it will be like one that I play all the time, but it looks like a fun game. I don't like. I feel like we're entering the dark times for D&D again, Jack.
Well, for D&D, definitely. The latest edition of the book did not sell well.
No shit.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised because I kept finding myself going like, why? Even if I wanted to play D&D, kept wanting to play D&D specifically, why would I buy these books if I already have the old 5th edition? Like, what's different? What's better?
And that's the real fucking question. What did they make better? And the answer is not much.
Not much. Yeah. So I was like, well, guess I won't be doing that.
Why would you like? But that's the thing. Why would you like? That's the old that's a little bit of that old nerd culture where it's like people are like, oh my god, the next edition of D&D sucks. It's like, yeah, that's why you have your current edition. Like, you already know how to play this. Like, you don't need to buy the new shit. Like,
no, not unless it gives you something. You know,
and let's be real here, 5th edition didn't give you much to begin with.
Oh, I think 5th edition gave a lot. It just why
Not as
are
a
we
DM?
All right, I'll give you that. There's a whole book of nothing. On
Almost every fucking book was a book of nothing. The best made one they had was Ravenloft.
Yes, yeah, Ravenloft was great. Like, that was a great book.
But the rest of them, like Spelljammer,
so mad.
I was so fucking angry when I saw how small that book was. I was like, there's no fucking way. That is what they're selling Spelljammer to. Like, you can't. And then I started reading it, and I read like what I was hoping was going to be like a world guide, you know, like old Spelljammer used to be. Like, you can go here. This is the type of adventures you can create with this. Instead, I got a weird like Flash Gordon like adventure path and like instructions as a DM to just kind of, I don't know, wing it.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't want to wing it. I wanted you to fix ship combat.
Oh, and they didn't do that either.
They didn't do anything with ship combat. I was just sitting there like, so much. If you're gonna make Spelljammer so much about the ships, then there needs to be ways to use the fucking ship.
Oh, you can have your spellcaster sit in the Spelljammer seat.
Yeah, fuck that. That was always a bad idea. You just have somebody in that seat.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on. Don't. Just don't. I don't care what the legacy is. Here's your chance to break from it and make something good.
Yeah.
You know, but,
And it's like, for me, like, it just felt like like playing through it felt like a hassle. And like, I had like a friend run it, and like, they were kind of an inexperienced DM. And I was like, man, we had like 3 combats back to back to back there. What the fuck was that all about? He's like, that's what the fucking book told me to do. I was like back to back with no breaks, no like role play or anything like that, no social shit. Nope. Just these 3 combats. And I was like, y'all.
Yeah, one of the things, I don't know if I'm gonna succeed, but one of the things I'm putting in the Game Masters section is basically the not rules things,
Yeah,
the guides things. You know,
Right.
it's like these are the beats of a horror story. These are the beats of a revenge tale. These are the beats of a, you know, of a heist. You know, like these, you're probably going to be doing one of these things. You know, this is how they basically work. This is how you wrap
tell me
a
what your
story,
system.
wrap your
Tell me what
story
your
with a
system's.
bow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell me what your system, what your system, what your story, like your setting. Tell me what stories it tells and where it tells these stories.
Yeah,
Like like Spelljammer just felt bare.
yeah, it did. It did.
And as an old, let me tell you, that is not what Spelljammer is. Like,
It's not what you want it to be, definitely. Like,
Spelljammer should be you hanging out with Thor while he's drinking with Captain Kirk and you're speaking to Ed Greenwood. Like, that's what Spelljammer is.
yeah, well, I was actually of the opinion that Spelljammer should be a little bit more like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I thought that there actually should have been a Spelljammer's Guide to the Galaxy, like a literal relic that the characters could get that would talk to them like the Hitchhiker's Guide. You know, but you got to roll, and because there's a chance the information you get is just gonna be completely wrong.
Mage Dark Ages is a better Spelljammer than Spelljammer 2.0 was. Yeah, Mage Dark Ages was Spelljammer. It just took
I
place
never
in the
played
world
Mage
of darkness.
Dark. I never played Mage Dark Ages.
Nobody played Mage Dark Ages. They just read about it. And look, I love World of Darkness. I love Mage the Ascension. It's a great setting. Boy, I'd love to play a game in it one day.
Dude, that 20th at that most recent version of Mage, I hate. I just hate it. I hate it because I do not know what's going on at that there Onyx Press.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that and Scion, it's like, Scion, great idea. You're playing the Children of Gods. Cool idea. Awesome.
I've actually played a game of that once.
Yeah. That book is terrible.
Yes.
The book is awful. It's one of those, like, it's a game.
I hated making a character in that
God,
game.
I know, because you're like, do what now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a constant. It's 3.5 hours to do what now? And I found myself going like, you know, you could have organized this so much better. You could have first of all, you could have just told people what shit was. That would help.
Yeah.
You know, then you organize it so that they can use it. And why are the examples so long? Why are the examples are like half a page? I was like, dude.
Why is there like 30 pages of lore?
Yeah, there's so much lore that, let's face it, you're probably not going to use because it's not like the lore of the pantheons that you're a part of.
Yeah.
It's like world lore, and I guess that's good to have, but like the adventures that they wrote for Scion suck.
Absolutely.
They suck. Like they're just not that fun.
It's definitely no Kingmaker like in Pathfinder. I'll tell you that
No,
fucking
it's no
much.
Kingmaker. You know, it's no Kingmaker. It ain't even the Temple Elemental Evil.
Yeah.
You know,
Ooh.
yeah, because you're just sitting there and you're going like, it commits the ultimate sin. in my opinion.
Which is tell, don't show.
No.
Oh,
Does it even matter that the player characters are here?
no.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, why would you write an adventure where like they have no fucking ability to affect the outcome? Like,
Yeah,
holy
like-
shit.
like if you want a really cool like level 1 to 20 campaign to play, Keenmaker is so fucking good. And it's a Pathfinder adventure path, and it is basically you finding and protecting the future king of Galeria and all the shenanigans along the way, and like building an empire like as a group together. It is so fucking cool. And like it's like Scion and fucking 5e, and like I just you never get that fucking like feeling, and you never get like that like kind of like engagement.
Yeah.
Like you're just like with Scion, you're just like, yeah, you're like one of the gods' children. Oh, like are the gods like not actively participating? Oh no, they are. As a matter of fact, they're having big fights at the same time you're having your fights. Oh, well, can I affect them? Absolutely not.
Yeah, and that kind of
why
blows.
am I here? Yeah, so why am I here? Look, do you want to play like? Do you want to play Dragon Ball Z or not?
Well, I just wish, like, okay, lore that would have been useful in Scion is how that world functions with the presence of gods. Do people know? Do only some people know? Does nobody know?
What do we do? Like, are we a bunch of superheroes, or are we trying to hide who we are? Like,
yeah, and the game master has to make that decision. And you find yourself going like, that's a lot to fucking ask. That is a lot to fucking ask of the game master, which is basically to create a system like this and then just kind of leave the whole setting open-ended.
Yeah, fuck it, they'll figure it out. Like,
yeah, but that leads us to the other problem, which is the game is hard to run because the reference books are so disorganized.
Yes.
They fail to establish the core loop of the game. Like,
yes.
Hopefully, if you don't know what a core loop is, it's the thing you are constantly doing in the game. Like, the core loop of Mario, of like Super Mario Brothers, is you jump, you eat a mushroom, you jump on a thing, you get past a dragon, and then you go on to the next level. That's the core loop.
Your core loop is going from the very left of a screen to the very right.
Yeah, you're going left to right. The main loop of D&D is you're rolling that D20.
Yeah.
Roll D20, add a stat that the game master tells you. Now you got a number that tells you whether you did it or not.
You and your group are broke. You need to do shit to make money. There's a dungeon. You go into the dungeon.
Yeah. There is yon dungeon. Inside is ye dragon. Go.
Yeah.
In Scion, there are all these small rules that get in the way of understanding what the main rule is, what the main rules are. And that really, 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 really irritates the game designer side of my brain. Because I'm like, no, you need to know what you're doing. Like not even in the world, the fictional world of the game. You, the player, need to know what the fuck you're supposed to do. I hit him with my axe. Okay, what does the player literally have to do to do that? And
Yeah.
there technically is an answer, but it's very poorly explained. And I'm gonna be honest, one of the things I hate the most is the damage system.
Well, yeah, because it's like World of Darkness, like combat style system.
Oh no, I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about damage itself.
Right.
It is. Why not just have hit points? You're playing gods.
No, you have to have like stamina points and dodge points, and then like shit like that.
Yeah, you have to take a condition. Fuck a condition. Can I? Am I out of the fight or aren't I? I am a god. You know, like D&D is a way better power fantasy than Scion on that. Like, you know, because of that.
Yeah, strangely, like you feel like a much powerful character in any D&D edition, except maybe like Advanced and Blue Book, than you ever would in a Scion game.
Yeah, and it's too bad. It's too bad because you've got this thing you could do a lot with that'd be really, 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 really fun.
Yeah,
but your biggest I don't like it when the game itself is your biggest obstacle, because I'm like, no, that's supposed to be helping you.
right.
You know, that's supposed to be helping you. And Mage the Ascension, I bitched about Scion so I could continue to bitch about Mage the Ascension. Is so much worse.
It's a book of like shit you can't do.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm like,
what's
the purpose? Okay. What's the purpose of Mage? What's the purpose of Mage the Ascension? What's the purpose? What are you doing?
Oh, you want to play like a magic user in the World of Darkness, you know, an incredibly powerful wizard.
Yeah.
Well, can I do that?
No. No, you'll cause too much paradox. Okay. Because I was like, you know, if you want to get over this problem of like, why don't the characters just fucking... See, here's what I thought that they should have done.
Mm-hmm.
Should have taken the spheres and broken them down into effects.
Yeah.
It's like you get all these effects. You can put these effects together with other effects, and if they work together, you can make a spell.
Yeah.
You know? But so many times an investigation in a mage game fucking grinds to a halt because of a door.
Yes.
You know, and I'm like, oh, come on. Like, we gotta do this. Okay, we need a matter mage, and we gotta blah, 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 blah. Oh, fuck this.
It's,
you know, it's a locked door. Like, can we just, like, get in?
But, like, also, like, the world in of itself is very restrictive on, like, you ever using any of the powers that you have. Because, like, if you use them, you run into the, like, you start breaking down reality, and that's the problem. Like, I just, like, then why even make this a fucking game then?
Yeah.
Like, I understand you had these really cool ideas for characters for your other World of Darkness, like, settings for, like, these magic, like, for these fucking street wizards, because you've read Dresden. But...
Well, no, it's actually the other way around.
Well, yeah. Well, anyways, but, like, you made street wizards because you thought that shit's cool, and it is cool. But if you can't let players play them, then why even have the game where you can play it? And it's like, well, that's because that's what White Wolf and World of Darkness was doing at the time.
Yep.
You ever tried to play Mummy the Resurrected?
No.
It's look, I know people are excited that White Wolf is back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, back in the space.
Yeah, as far as like World of Darkness and Vampire the Masquerade and stuff like that. And so am I. But like, let's not forget like what those later years really felt like as a World of Darkness and White Wolf fan. It was real bad.
Yeah, it was not the best. Oh man.
All right, I think I need to go because
Okay, no
I've been
problem.
up for a hot minute. So
No problem. I should probably get a little rest too before we do our vlog on
hell yeah,
Bring Her Back. You know, so
it's gonna be on Horror Gurus
yep,
channel?
gonna be on Horror Guru's channel, and at least it's better than Fatal. Yeah,
Well-
I try not to worry too much about. I try to concern myself with, but not worry too much about like how Babylon works because I think it works pretty well.
Yeah, you release a good game.
Yeah.
Not a perfect game.
Yeah, I agree. Ugh, I just got done writing the first draft of the fucking video. Man, that took a long fucking time. But I
Well,
got
you-
there.
As someone who has wrote with you and written with you, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be fun. It's got to be
Yeah.
fun. And I gotta love it. So like
Right.
that's been the guiding principle. And whoo. Anyway,
Yeah.
till next time, everybody. Ave Stas Disco Inferno. Remember, Satan and I love y'all very much. John.
Be nice to yourselves. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Party on, dudes. You take care.
Bye, everybody.